Krishna. So who wants to read today's quote?
Read it, Mataji.
Go ahead.
If your consciousness is absorbed in Krishna, you are always a sannyasi. Letter to Jayananda, September 29, 1967.
Can I read it?
Yes, read.
September 29th. If your consciousness is observed in Krishna, you are always a sannyasi. Letter to Jayananda, September 29, 1967. HareKrishnaCalendar.com.
Yes. So what does it mean? Usually in our Krishna consciousness, we encourage everybody to be fully observed in Krishna consciousness. Like, what do you mean? What is this quote mean is not everybody should retire their family life and just leave everything, job and education, and just join ISKCON. It's not like that. Doing our duties, while I'm doing my duty, while I'm a housewife, I am able to focus my consciousness in Krishna. Then I am also like a sannyasi who is living in the temple. In the same way, if a man who is also working in the office, at the same time husband is a husband for any girl, and who is always observed in Krishna, doing all his husband's duty, as a father his father's duty, everything, but his focus on Krishna, then he is also treated to be a sannyasi. Sannyasi means not just going and sitting in the temple. The consciousness matters. Like you see in India, there are thousands of sannyasas who just wear the orange dress and does not follow any rules. That's not sannyasi. Not just wearing a cloth, or not just retiring everything and saying that I am sannyasi. Sannyasi means giving yourself fully in Krishna consciousness. Recently, I mean, not recently, yesterday's quote. Let me read my Guru Maharaj's quote here. Yes, I think it was yesterday's quote. Yeah, yesterday's quote. I will like to share that also. I can share it. Give me a second. I will share that quote, and which was heart touching and which is very correlated with this, the one that we are seeing now. Let me see, bring it that. Give me a second. So, how a sannyasi should be, how you have to dedicate everything to Krishna. That's the meaning. I will show you this one. This quote is excellent, and it literally made me cry when I read this quote yesterday morning. So, this is the quote here. It's His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj's quote. So we all know that Guru Maharaj is now not able to get up, walk, do his daily things like he used to do before. So now what is he writing? Maybe I cannot dance and do things I did before, but I am using the time to study Srila Prabhupada's book and to preach. So that is real sannyasi. Sannyasi means using your full time to Krishna consciousness, no matter what situation you are in. Either you are a father, mother, student, or a sister, brother, do your duty and then put Krishna in your center and do whatever is possible for you. It doesn't matter, oh, I should only do this one, then only I'm Krishna consciousness. Whatever is possible from our side to be Krishna consciousness and to give Krishna to others, that is real sannyasi. Okay. Okay, let me share my PPT. Yeah, let's go to the next part of the class. So what we are learning Vamana avatar. We are almost getting end. Maybe tomorrow it will completely close. So what happened exactly? So the great devotee Prahalad Maharaj had a grandson who is Bali Maharaj, right? He was performing yagna, sacrifice, and that sacrifice was happening with the permission of Sukracharya, the teacher of the demons. Okay. So what happened? when Bali Maharaj was performing this yagna, and all the powers of demigods were gone away, and they are all in fear now because of these sacrifices that he is doing. All the power of Indra and everything was gone, and demigods were in fear, and they all approach the mother of the demigods. They have approached to the mother, and she have did a sacrifice. No, she did a vrata, payovrata. Okay, that she prayed to the Supreme Personality of Godhead to help all his children. Who are the children of them? The demigods are children of whom? Aditi, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Mataji.
Yes. So Aditi, Mother Aditi was praying to Lord that please help all my children because they lost all the power. So now she does this Payovrata, and then she gets a baby, Vamanadeva, in her womb, and Vamanadeva appears. Once Vamanadeva appears, what happens? He goes to this place of bank of river where Narmada meets Bali Maharaj, who was performing Ashwamedha Yagna. So now Vamanadev goes to this sacrifice, and he asks for 3 feet of land where he can put his steps. Then Bali Maharaj will say, "Oh, you are such a small boy. Your feet is very small. Why are you even asking this? You could have asked anything." But he says, "No, no, I am okay with this. I only wanted 3 feet of land, 3 steps of land, 3 steps of land. That's it. Not anything else. He don't want anything else." So now, before he do that, Vamana Dev, before he gives that 3 steps to the Vamana Dev, 3 steps of space to Vamana Dev, he takes the pot and he puts the water in his hand, and then he takes the vow that I will be giving you this 3 steps of land, whatever comes with his foot. Okay, but Sukracharya, the guru of Bali Maharaj, says, "Do not do this. Do not do this. He is a not a Brahmana." But like what happens is here, Vamana Devi is approaching in a form of a Brahmana, a dwarf Brahmana, small Brahmana, little Brahmana. But Sukracharya says that he is not a Brahmana, he is a disguise, he is Lord Vishnu himself. Do not do that, do not do that. But, hey Krishna Keshav, are you understanding the story? Yes? Okay. Who is this?
Krishna Keshav, look
Who
at
is
this
this
face.
Krishna Keshav?
Krishna Keshav, that's
Can you tell me who is this here in the picture?
Krishna Keshav.
Tell me.
Unmute you.
Tell.
Krishna Keshav.
Okay. he's
Mataji,
not-
he doesn't know how to unmute.
Okay. He's just listening.
What is
Okay.
it?
Vamana.
Who is this? Who is this?
Who is this?
Vamanadev.
Vamana.
Vamanadev. Good job.
Good
Yes.
Keshav.
Good job. So now, as we see that Sukracharya stops Bali Maharaj to give that 3 steps of land, but still Bali Maharaj agrees it, and he starts giving it. And then this is all the same thing. Once Vamana Deva approached Bali Maharaj, the same thing, but in the text format. I just wanted to put it in a text format and the picture format. So then what happens? So as we see that he's asking, Vamanadev is asking for Bali Maharaj 3 steps of land. So then we see Sukracharya, the guru, he's sitting here. He says, no, don't do that. Don't do that. This is the guru, Sukracharya, and this is Vamanadev. Sorry, Bali Maharaj. Okay. So now, first step, what did he do? He put his first step. What all of a sudden Vamana becomes a big, gigantic. With his first step, he covers entire earthly planet. He covers everything earthly planet. And in next step, he covers all cosmic manifestation, heavenly planet, upper planetary system. Everything he covers. Now, what is going to happen with the third step? Now the same thing. While this is happening, what happens is, Now, for his last step, he asked Bali Maharaj, where should I put my last step? So that's the story. Let's see. Now I will show you. Before that, so when he puts his step, you can see that from the toenail of the Lord, Mother Ganges appears. Lord Brahma, wait, I will read that passage for you guys. One second, let me go there.
You keep
Okay.
on going.
Yeah. The effulgence of his toenail reduced the brightness of Brahmaloka. Brahma worshipped the Lord, appraised his feet by washing them with the water from his pot. That purified form water, the Ganges has appeared. See, you can see in this picture. The Ganges has appeared from the lotus feet of the Lord, from falling down from the sky. It has purified all three worlds. Because Ganges has appeared from the lotus feet of Lord, that is why it is very auspicious. One who goes take bath in Ganges, all his sins are gone.
Oh.
That's why it is so pure, okay? After Lord Brahma worships him, Lord Vamanadeva reduces to the normal height. Now he's gigantic, right? His leg was reaching up to the heavenly planet, cosmic manifestation. So now the demigods and sages worshipped him. The demons, now what happened to demons? Demons were trying to attack him, but Bali Maharaj stopped them. Bali Maharaj know that he's Lord himself and he don't want to do that. And then who is the one who comes into the picture now? Garuda. Garuda comes and then what he does? He harasses Bali Maharaj with the ropes of Varuna. See, you can see here, Varuna Pasha. You see in this picture? Yeah. And then Vamana Deva accused the Bali. Now Vamanadev speaks, O king, being falsely proud for your wealth, you have promised me 3 steps of land. But I occupied entire universe by 2 steps. Where shall I keep my 3rd step? Because you could not fulfill your promise of charity, you should go to hell. So now Vamanadeva is speaking so much harshly to Bali Maharaj, because this is all past time to show how great Bali Maharaj, he's trying to do all of this. So now, even the Lord seems to have a mistreated Bali and humiliation, and spoke to the Lord, to the Lord with the undisturbed mind. Oh Lord, if you think my promise has become false, I shall rectify the duration. Please, place your 3rd step on my head. I consider the most exalted punishment is that which is given by you, the supreme well-wisher and benefactor of even the demons. So now, Bali Maharaj is not feeling any bad. Even though Vaman Dev is trying to be like trying to be little harsh to Bali Maharaj, but Bali Maharaj never took it wrong. Fine, fine, Vamana, you don't have, like, fine, oh Lord, you don't have to worry about it. You can put the 3rd step on my head. Moreover, you are the one who gives everything to everyone, and this would be the great punishment that I am taking. I don't bother. Please put your head, and that is the biggest benediction for me. You are such a great Lord. You even give benedictions to the demigods and the demons like me. You give the protection. So please place your foot on my head. That's what Bali Maharaj is saying. And also he speaks something more interesting. What he speaks? I do not feel ashamed or aggrieved by being arrested by you. My grandfather Prahalad was harassed by his father Hiranyakashipu, but he remained faithful, taking your shelter. Only by your providence I have been forcefully brought under your shelter. Being deprived of my opulence, thus Bali Maharaj offered himself to the Lord after having offered all his property. So now what is he saying? He's remembering his grandfather. My grandfather, Prahlad Maharaj, was harassed by his father. But still, because of he was always thinking about you, you gave him shelter. So you please give me also shelter. You can take all of my property and put your third step on my head. So this is called tolerance. We should be so much tolerant. When somebody is trying to be mean to us, we should be tolerating. We should be tolerating. We should not be showing our anger at them. Let's wait and see. They will get their punishment, or they themselves will understand that they should not be doing that to us. So to show the tolerance of Bali to the entire universe, Vamana had humiliated him in this way. Generally, wealthy man means famous, but Bali Maharaj became famous for all time for being deprived of wealth. Wow, such a nice quote right here. What is it saying? Usually, if what is this? The richest man in this whole world. What is that? That Bill Gates, all this. They became very famous because they have lot of money. But here, Bali Maharaj gave everything. Now he is almost like a beggar. But still, he became a great devotee because he's doing everything for Krishna, right? For the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So devotees, sometimes we may see they are not having good enough money or anything, but still they are always happy because they are under the shelter of Krishna. So tolerance and equanimity in the humiliation is manifestation of true surrender. So that is what a devotee is. The devotees never care about what's happening to them. They always think that this is also Krishna, Lord's plan. Let me surrender to it. Let me surrender. Let me go according to the will of Lord, not plan according to my own wish. So that is a devotee. So I will do some quiz here. I have questions. We will take some questions. Oh, nice to see some other participants joining. Very nice. Okay. Okay, let me see the questions here. We'll see how many of you will answer. All these questions are very simple. We already read the whole story. Okay. Who is the fifth incarnation of Lord Vishnu? Everybody can answer, no problem.
Vamandev.
Vamandev. Vamandev, very nice. Okay. Who was Prahalad's grandson?
Maharaja Bali. Bali Maharaj.
Sorry, this question is wrong or what?
No, Mataji, it's correct.
Correct? Okay. Okay,
Since
okay.
Bali Maharaj's grandfather was Prahlad, so Prahlad's grandson is Bali Maharaj.
Okay, grandson. Yeah, I'm reading in wrong way. Yes, Palvi. Thank you so much. How did he become powerful? Who become powerful here? I don't know what was this question I put. Okay, leave that question. What did he do to the demigods? Who did to the, like leave it that question also? I don't know. Who gave birth to Lord Vamanadev, and who gave birth to Lord Vamanadev? Yes, this one we can answer.
Mata Aditi.
Aditi.
Mataji, even though I wasn't here, I heard the.
Yes, yeah. What sacrifice or yagna was Bali Maharaj performing? What was that sacrifice?
Oh,
No, sacrifice. What was the sacrifice he was doing? No, the sacrifice, that the yagna that he was doing, right? No. What was that sacrifice name?
Yeah.
Yes. Who is that?
Sameda.
Ashwamedha sacrifice. Very good. Who was that? Who answered it?
I did Mataji.
Aditri. Thank you. What did Vamana Dev ask Bali Maharaj? What did he ask?
Steps of land.
3 steps of land. Oh, good. Who is Sukracharya?
He's the teacher of demons.
Yes. What was Sukracharya warning to Bali Maharaj?
That don't give 3 steps.
To not listen to Vamadev. He's actually Krishna.
Yes, do not listen to this. The small Brahmana is not a Brahmana, is actually Krishna. Yes. Okay, this is again the same question. Bali Maharaj was the grandson of
Prahlada.
Prahlada. Vamana appeared in the form of
A dwarf.
a dwarf Brahmana. Vamana Deva asked for the three places of
Land.
land. Yeah. Vamana suddenly grew to big. What? How was his form? I explained.
big.
Gigantic. Gigantic form, right?
Bigger than Earth and like from the bottom, like from you can say like from the bottom to like the top. Like, he was like
Yes.
bigger than Earth and heaven.
Okay, Bali Maharaj offered what place for the third step?
His head. His head.
His head. Okay. From where did Ganges appear? This question is not there here. I am asking you. From where did Ganges appeared?
Brahma. There's
It's the toenail.
The
from the
toenail of
the-
Vamana Dev
yes,
Mataji.
Yes. Who offered prayers to Vamana Deva, Lord became again normal size.
Brahmadev.
Brahmadeva, very good. After Brahmadeva offered prayers, then Lord became into the normal size. Yes, that's the story that we learned. Okay. Okay, who arrested Bali Maharaj?
Garuda.
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 Now with
Yes,
the-
Garuda arrested.
With the
Okay.
Varuna.
Varuna
Varuna
Pasha.
Pasha.
Yes, with Varuna Pasha, Garuda arrested Vamana Deva. That's good. Okay, still what questions we covered? Sit. Okay. Yeah. How did what made Bali Maharaj to become famous here?
His devotion.
His devotion to
Yes.
to
he-
not
he-
being
Basically,
proud.
one thing, like in this world, famous means having more wealth. But here, Bali Maharaj, what did happen to Bali Maharaj?
He became famous for the law for the devotion.
Yeah, devotion. But basically, here he lost everything, right? He lost
And
his
he
wealth,
lost everything,
everything.
but his devotion made him
Yes, his devotion made him famous. Yes. So what as a devotee, what should we have?
we should
Tolerance. Okay, we need to have tolerance, and we should have complete faith on Lord. Like how here Bali Maharaj was saying, right? See, Lord, my grandfather Prahalad had a very much faith in you. He was always tortured by demons, but he took shelter of you, and he got saved. So as like that, I want to follow the same thing. I want to completely surrender to you, whatever it is. So that's what it is. Like we should always be completely surrendered, and that way we can get closer to Krishna. No matter whatever situation is it, we have to always be surrendered to Krishna.
Mataji, am I right that when that he will be the ruler of Patala Loka?
What is that?
Later will he be the ruler of like right now?
Yeah. Don't reveal that. We will be seeing that tomorrow. Tomorrow you will be learning about that. How the Lord also will be guarding that planet. Everything you will be seeing that. Okay.
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah, Lord will become his
And-
servant. We will see that tomorrow. I don't want it to reveal all the suspense here because tomorrow Mataji will come and teach that, right? Yeah. Fine. Okay. Now we will read this rhyme because we are seeing now Lord has appeared. One sloka and the rhyme. Okay.
Mataji,
Chalayasi.
sorry,
Okay.
I'm
Who wants to
sorry.
go?
I'm sorry, I have to
Go
go.
Chalayasi vikramane balimadbhuta vamana padanagani rajanita jana pavana keshavadrita vamana rupa Jayo Jagadisha Hare Jayo Jagadisha Hare Jayo Jagadisha Hare. Next one.
Thank you. Wait, we'll do later.
Mataji, can I go?
Yes, go ahead.
Chalayasi vikramane pale madbhuta vamana
जनता जन पावना केशवधृता वामन रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
Haribol, thank you so much. This Dashavatara Sutra, when we sing that devotion in voice automatically comes. That's so nice to hear that devotion. Okay, now who wants to sing? Anybody else who wants to try? Okay, Subhadra, Giridhari, Madhav, everybody wants to try. Okay, Subhadra and Giridhari, go ahead.
Okay, Mataji. छलयसि विक्रमणे बलिमद्भुत वामन पदनकनीरजनित जन पावन केशवधृत वामन रूप जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे थैंक यू माताजी
Thank you. Thank you, Subhadra and Giridhari. Now we have Madhav wants to sing. Go ahead, Madhav.
चलयसि विक्रमणे बले अद्भुत वामन पदनकनीरजनित जन पावन केशवधृत वामन रूप जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
Thank
Thank
you.
जी
Okay. Who else raised? Is there anybody else who raised their hand? Okay, Shreya and Srihari, go ahead. I'll put there only. Yeah, you can go ahead.
चलयसि विक्रमणे बलिम् अद्भुतवामन पदनकनीरजनिता जनपावन केशवधृता वामन रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
Yes, okay. Now we will do the rhyme. Everybody together can sing rhyme. Everybody can unmute. Who took big steps? Come on, everybody.
Who took big
steps?
steps?
1, 2,
3 with the water pot and java beads. Who took big steps? 1, 2, 3 over the earth and the universe then Bali over earth and the universe then Bali Vamanadev Hari Hari Bo केशवधृता वामन रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
Okay, very nice. Okay, Aditri is a new kid, right? Is she there? Do you want to try, Aditri? Do you want to try a rhyme or a sloka? Because you're a new kid, so I just wanted to ask because rest everybody already know this sloka and the rhyme.
Mataji, I did not sing it since like I went out, like I just went out.
Okay. Let's give chance to Aditri and then I'll come back to you, okay? Aditri, do you want to sing the sloka or the rhyme? What do you want to do? What, Nana? Oh, we could not hear you for some reason.
Mataji, I think she said rhyme.
Rhyme, okay. Go ahead, sing.
Steps 1, 2, 3 with a water pot and java beans. Who took big steps 1, 2, 3 over the earth and the universe then Bali over the earth and the universe then Bali Vamanadev Hari Hari Bo Keshavadrita Vamana Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare.
Wonderful. Thank you. Beautiful singing. So now today we will see some moral stories. Okay. It has...
Can I sing the rhyme, the Mataji?
Oh, okay, okay. Not rhyme. You do the sloka. Everybody, all kids did so sloka only. Okay.
Okay. Chalayasi Vikrama Balim Adbhuta Vamana Padanaka Nirajana Jana Pavana Keshavadrita Vamana Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare.
Thank you, Palvin. Thank you. Okay, before we move on to that, I have something more explanation. So we should not have, like here we can see that Bali Maharaj was captured by Garuda, but he did not get anger. So we should not be anger. We should not get anger, greed, and lust. What happens is these three things will take us to hell. There are three gates that is leading us to this hell: lust, anger, and greed. Every sane man should give up these things, for they lead to the degradation of the soul. So when you have these three things, we'll go down to the hellish planets. When we remove all of this from our bad things from our heart, we'll go back to Krishna. Like we can see that Bali Maharaj was very much badly behaving with the demigods. He got all the power because he got favor from Sukracharya, and he tried to capture everything. He was torturing all the demigods, but because he surrendered to Krishna, everything is now gone. His pride, his anger, his greed, everything is gone because he wanted everything. That is called greed. He was angry with the demigods. All that things are gone because he surrendered to Krishna. So when he surrendered to Krishna, Krishna will take care of it. Krishna will take care of us. Okay, so there are 9 processes of devotional service. Most of you know that: Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atma Nivedanam. So these are the 9 processes of devotional service. We see Bali Maharaj did one thing. Which one was that Bali Maharaj did?
He gave like
Atmanivedana Mataji.
Yes, Atmani Vedanam. Bali Maharaj gave Sri Vamanadev his entire kingdom, his possession and wealth, as well as his own body. Yes, everything was given by Bali Maharaj to Vamanadeva. That is called Atmani Vedana. So what happens is, once we have to start our devotional service from hearing. When you hear about Krishna, we get taste for Krishna. And then when you chant his name, you will be more connecting to him. And then by saying, when you hear, you will get to know about him. When you tell his names again and again, you'll keep remembering. I'll say every time Vrinda, 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 because like anytime something happens, I can easily say, Vrinda, what are you doing? Did you do that mistake? So because I'm always telling her name, automatically Vrinda's name will come out of my mouth. Same way, when you hear and you keep telling that names, automatically Krishna's name will come. That will happen by what? By serving Krishna. When you serve Krishna, how can I serve Krishna? By doing deity worship. When we do deity worship, we can serve Krishna. How do we do deity worship? By offering vandanam, by praying to Lord. And also by doing the service to Lord. How do we do service to Lord? By doing deity worship, by doing any other services to Lord. Okay. And how we should also become one of the friend of the Lord. That's like how Arjuna became friend of Krishna. And then will come automatically, you will get into the place where complete surrender to Krishna when you do all of this. Or either one you can do in your life, entire life, we can get perfection of Krishna consciousness and go back to Godhead. Either I'm chanting continuously and that also will take me back to Krishna. But for sadhakas in this Kali Yuga, it is very difficult. So we should follow hearing, chanting, everything we have to do. Then only it is easy for us. Okay, now it is all done. Did you all understood what we saw in the story of Bali Maharaj today? Yes or no?
I
Yes,
understood.
Mataji.
Yes. Okay. Now we'll see small stories like how we can see that Bali Maharaj is out of greed, right? Greed gives us really misery. So we'll see this very small story. So once upon a time, there was a golden swan. This swan was very special. He remembered everything for his previous life, and hence he had come to a pond near his village. So now this swan remembered from his previous life, and he came to the pond. One day, a lady who happened to be his wife in previous birth came to the pond to fetch water. She was astonished to see this swan speaking. Oh, now she's astonished. You can see that. I was um I was your husband in previous life, and because of my karma, I have been reincarnated as a golden swan. I know that you are living in poverty and have come specifically to help you and my children. Every day I will give you one golden feather from my body. You can sell this in the market and thus you can buy your daily requirements. So now who is this swan? The swan was actually um, the husband of this lady in her previous life, in his previous life. And then this lady comes and because this swan remember past life, it went to the same pond where the family lives. And this wife comes there and it speaks, okay, I'm going to give you daily one feather which can help you out to solve your problems. But she became very happy. We will no longer live poor life. That's what she was thinking. Now what will happen, we'll see how the greed makes us the problem. As the time passed, she became very rich. Like every day the swan was giving, so she became very rich. She had a big house and had many workers to work for her. She was enjoying life. So now, because she is so much money, and then that money had taken away that knowledge, that buddhi. Now she's becoming greedy and all bad things are coming to her. What if the swan disappears? Then I may no longer get the golden feather. Better on some excuse, I keep him under the custody with me. So, my dear husband, why don't you come and stay with us so that I can serve you? So now see, now she wants to put the swan with her. So she made an arrangement on a backyard the swan can stay so that she can keep and watch him. He was not in escape. So like now that swan is in her control, it was not going. Now the Brahmana's wife became more greedy. When I pick one feather out of the swan's body, another grows up. What if I pick all the feathers, many feathers, or at a time, many feathers? What will happen? Will this become rich? So I will become richer faster. My dear husband, I was thinking to pluck all the feathers from your body at once because do not want to hurt you again and again. See the plan that she's making? But I can give you only one feather. Before the swan could say anything, the wife immediately removed all the feathers. Oh my God, see, greedy. How greed can do, what greed can do. Oh, this is no longer golden feather. I was about to tell you that I can give only one golden feather at a time, but you did not allow me to do so. Get out from here. I do not want to see your face. Oh my God. The swan returned to his lake. After some days, she spent all her wealth and become poor again. Moral? What is the moral? Greed is the source of all miseries. The more we have, the more we want. Greed makes a person crazy. So that is greediness. That's what initially Bali Maharaj wanted everything, but then finally he understood I don't need anything. I just want Lord's mercy. So we should not have that greed. Okay. Did you understood this story?
Is there another
Yes,
story?
Mataji.
Yes. So now this is another beautiful story of 99 Club. This is very nice. If I read it will take much time, but we have time so we can read nicely. So what happened is this is from which Maharaj I will tell you. The Maharaj was explaining very nicely.
It's from
Very,
Maharaj?
yes, yes. Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj. Mahavishnu Goswami Maharaj was narrating this story in one of the lecture I was listening today. I will tell you that. Wondering what I am talking about will hear the story that goes along with the question. Long, long ago, there lived a king. The king should have been contact with his life, give all riches and luxuries he had. However, this was not in the case. The king was always found himself wondering why he just never seemed content with his life. Sure, he had attention of everyone wherever he went, attended fancy dinners, parties, but somehow he felt something was lacking and he could not put his finger on it. So now what happened to this king? King has everything, he's enjoying everything, but still he's feeling something is missing in his life. So one day what happened is king woke up early in the morning and he feels like, okay, now nobody's there, let me go and have a tour of the this city. So he gets up and he goes out of the living room and comes outside and see there he finds a servant. You can see servant was singing and had a very nice content face, look very happy, and this was fascinated. The king then summoned all the ministers and in the chamber, and he said, who is this servant who is very happy and who is very nicely singing? Then the one of his ministers says, oh, maybe this servant is not joined in the 99 Club. Okay. So before that, actually, the king also speaks to the servant, and the king asks to the servant, "Why are you so happy?" Then the servant says that I am happy because I have a space to stay. I have under the roof. I'm nicely staying. Why to worry? I'm getting enough food for me every day. I can eat. My wife, my children can eat, and that is enough for me. I'm happy with whatever I have. I don't need to have anything more. That's why I'm happy. So now then after that he calls the ministers and minister says that maybe this um, servant is not joined in the 99 Club. So the king asks, what is this 99 Club? Then he says, okay, king, please give me 99 gold coins. Then I will tell you what is that. Why 99 gold coins? And yeah, you will be knowing it. You please give me 99 gold coins. So although king was like little hesitated or curious what is going to happen, but still he gives 99 gold coins. So now what he does is the servant, the minister goes and puts this bag in front of this servant. Once the servant opens the door, he will see this bag. And he was very curious. What is the bag in front of? Why is this bag here? Who kept this bag here? And he takes that bag inside and he calls his wife and children. Hey, look, look, look! I got a bag. I got a bag. And then he opens that bag and he finds gold coins. Hey, gold coins, gold coins, gold coins! And now what happens? He starts counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and he comes where it is 99. Arey, how can somebody put 99 gold coins? It should be 100, maybe one coin missing. I am not counting properly. He counts again. It's again 99. He counts again. It's again 99. So he thinks, okay, I should have 100 gold coins, not 99. I should work very hard for the 100 gold coin. Like that, he thinks whole night and he does not sleep properly. He somehow wakes up in the morning and he goes. And when he goes in the next day morning, his mood is horrible because he did not sleep properly and his mind is thinking about lusty desire. Lusty means not just a man attracting to women, also attracting to anything. Too much attraction to anything is called lust. So this person having attraction to the gold now, that one gold coin he wanted. So now He gets up in the morning, he screams at his wife, he also screams at his children. What are you doing? Why are you not doing this? And that, this. And then he finally goes for work. And then king sees this man. He's no more the same person. He was not having any happiness. He was very, very mad. He was not even singing. Why he's like that? Like that king was thinking. Then he calls for his the ministers, and then ministers comes, and then he explains, this is what 99 club. Now this servant has joined 99 club because the servant was not happy for whatever he had. He should have been happy for 99 gold coins. He's not appreciating what he has. He just wanted what he don't have. He wanted that one more coin, and that makes 100. So that is how our lives are. We think that, okay, I have everything, Mataji. Oh, Mataji, I have everything. But if I have this one thing, I will be more happy. After that one thing, he said, Mummy, you give me this one thing, this last one thing. I will never ask you anything. Please buy this one thing. And that is gone. Again, you will ask one thing. You will not be known that whatever you have is not. A lot of people don't even have that. Like, let's say I'm nicely living in this house with the roof, but there are so many people who are homeless standing outside there. But I'm at least having this. I should appreciate that. Instead of that, I'm thinking, oh, why not I have a big house with more bedrooms where I can enjoy nicely. But I'm not appreciating that 2-bedroom house that I have right now. So that's the problem. That's the problem. We are not able to be happy. This is because of greed. Okay. Finally, what is the conclusion that Maharaj gives is we should always be happy with whatever we have, but that happiness that we are looking is that 100th coin is nothing, none other than it's Krishna. When we surrender completely to Krishna, like how Bali Maharaj did, then everything will be satisfied. Huh? If we are not surrendered to Krishna, like how Bali Maharaj did, then our all work is Shrema Evahi Kevalam. Useless labor. Nothing, no use out of it. No use. It is going to go. See, tomorrow, if I die, nobody will say that I'm the richest person who died, or I'm not even going to carry my money when I'm dying. But I am just going to be known like how good devotee Vinita Mataji was, or how bad she is always used to scream. People talk like that, but people have not nor I take my money or nothing. Whatever good I am doing, that is going to remain. That name is going to remain. Like Srila Prabhupada left this world long, long ago, but still today we are remembering him because he is devotee of Krishna. Same in case of Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj lost everything in his life, but still today he is a very great devotee. We are studying about him. Srimad Bhagavatam is glorifying him. He's one of the one who is Atma Nivedana. For that perfection of surrendering, he's there. Why? Because he gave everything to Krishna. When we surrender everything to Krishna, Krishna will automatically shower his loves and he becomes servant of a devotee. That we will see tomorrow. How when you surrender Krishna everything, how Krishna will become servant for devotee. That tomorrow we'll see. Mataji will be explaining us very nicely. So Bhagavad Gita says this. Who want to say this verse?
Me.
Anybody who want to recite this verse that is there on the screen?
Me.
Not you. Anybody else? Why everybody is gone? Okay, Palvit, go ahead.
Amayasya samatatu
Ahimsa samata
ahamsa samatatu tes
tapodanam
Tabodanam yaso yasa bhavanti bhavabhutanam mata eva
pratyakvidha. Yeah. Intelligence, knowledge, freedom from doubt and delusion, forgiveness, truthfulness, control of senses, control of mind, happiness and distress, birth, death, fear, fearlessness, non-violence, equanimity. That's what we are seeing in today's this thing, right? The moral. Satisfaction, austerity, charity, fame and infame. All these various qualities of living being are created by me alone. So all of these good qualities that we are getting, it is coming from Krishna. So we should always surrender to Krishna. So the advisor continued, the 99 Club is a name given to those people who have enough to be happy but are never content because they are always yearning and starving for extra one to round it out to 100. So that is the sadness of 99 Club story. So we should be tushti, satisfaction with whatever we have, then we'll be very happy. That satisfaction only comes when we give whatever we have it to Krishna. Always be satisfied. Okay.
That's what I think always. I was like, if I take this, then I would always take this. No. Let me avoid it. Like,
Yeah, same thing. Vrinda also says, Mummy, this one toy you buy for me, I will be so happy, I will be so happy. I buy that toy and that toy, the toy will be after 2 days in the closet. And then again, she'll come up with another toy and she'll say, Mummy, can you please buy this one toy, please, Mummy, please. This is really
so
very
that
nice,
was
Mummy.
since yesterday only we got my sister Tulsi, we got her a tea set, and then and then we were like, no, she will just like use it and then put it away. So today she was saying, where is my tea set? Where is my tea set? And then we were like, okay.
Yeah, that is our situation. So thank you, Palvit. Yes, everybody can share one point like what did you like from today's story? The moral stories actually I'm trying to connect to the Balimara story. That's how it will be so interesting to learn about it. That's why I took moral stories. Hope you got that connection of greed, lust, anger, that
And
Balimara
Madhuri,
just
the
kept
good
everything away. Surrendered to Krishna, right? Yes. Okay, anybody want to share any points? Subhadra, Giridhari, Shreya, Srihari did not speak. What did you like from today's class? Subhadra,
Mataji,
Giridhari.
I liked when you told the moral of the story.
Moral of the story, you liked it? 99 Club or which one? The greed one?
The 99 Club.
99 Club, I also like it. That was my favorite story though.
Mataji, the 98 Club Mataji, it was like good, like it was like so like the funny part, like he will be like this, like that, like he'll be like this, like oh I'm really angry.
Yeah, how that servant was very happy. Actually, later King also, I don't know if I covered that one. Later King also understands and he will become happy. He will feel so happy for whatever he has and he will become so happy and he will never bothered about other things. Actually, King also changes by seeing this servant behavior who was not appreciating what he has. Then later King also will become very good person. Yeah.
But like I also learned a lesson from the golden geese story.
Yes, that also the greed, right? She wants all at a time.
Finding me
Krishna, every day you are giving me $5 savings. Why not you give me 5 million savings in one day? What will happen? I will just
Mataji,
eat, sleep, and then I die fast.
Mataji,
Mm.
the story that I liked was the both of them actually because they both talk about greed and
Yeah,
how
they
we should
both
never
talk
be
about greed.
greedy.
Yes, we should not be greedy. Like how Bali Maharaj initially was like he wants to capture everything and he wants to be like that. But finally, what happened? He surrendered everything to Krishna and he became a great devotee. So,
Mataji and
Mataji, I have another class. Can I go to that class?
yes, Nana. Yes. Anybody else wanted to share any point? Jahnavi, do you want to share anything? Okay, Jahnavi is not speaking. Maybe she's not there. Okay, Vrinda? Okay, Vrinda is also not there. Anybody else want to share?
Mataji, like speaking of like geese, it's like reminding me of like a story plus story and movie. Like it's reminding me the Wild Robot. It's about like geese. Like he was like when you watch it, like much more like.
Okay.
Do you have a Prime Mataji? Like
One second. Aditi want to share. Aditi, go ahead and share what did you like from today's story?
I like the goose and the
You liked it? Nice. Nice. We should not be greedy. That's what we are learning today. So we should not be like, Mommy, I want this, I want this, I want that, I want that. We should not be asking that, okay? We should be happy with whatever our parents buy. Definitely our parents will buy whatever is needed for us. Definitely they will buy. They will never say no for that. If I say, Mama, I want a pencil, definitely she'll buy. She knows that pencil is in need and then you need to have a pencil to write your notes, then definitely they will buy, right? So we should not be like so much greed that I want this. Whatever you see, you don't have to ask that and you don't have to. That is also called one kind of lusty.
Like there was like this thing yesterday, like we went to the store, and then I was like, I was just like,
Then let's go.
if I would need that, my dad would already have bought it. Yeah, let me leave it like that.
Okay, nice, nice. Okay, Madhav wants to share and then we'll close the call here. Madhav, go ahead.
So I really like the 99 Club story, and what I understood is that we should like never have lust and greed.
Thank you, Madhav. Thank you. Even anger, that Bali Maharaj did not show anger, right? That Lord was saying that words like, "Oh, you are this person. You were going to go hell. Where should I put my third step?" He asked like that, but still, he was not getting angry. Okay.
Did you watch the Mahavatar Narasimha movie?
Yes, we watched it, Palvit.
Oh, it was like good Mataji, right?
Uh-huh.
It had like a connection with the Vamana since like
Because it's Bali Maharaj's grandfather.
Yes, Mataji, we also watched it in the theaters.
Yes, we also watched in theaters. Yes, I think now it is available on Netflix. So if you have a Netflix
Yes,
account,
Mataji, now it's available on laptops now.
yeah, that's what on Netflix it is available. So you guys can watch it if you have Netflix account. Yeah.
Mataji,
Uh-huh.
like because I also have Netflix at phone. Is it like also available at the phone?
Yeah. Yes, in the phone you can watch Netflix. Yes, go ahead and search Mahavatar Narasimha. You'll get it.
There's but there are like languages like Tamil.
Yeah. You can watch I think there is mostly it is in Hindi. Top is in Hindi, I think, and Telugu. I watched in Telugu though.
Oh, our language is Hindi, Mataji, and
Yeah,
like
your language is Hindi, but my
but
language is
over
Telugu. I
like
watched in
over
Telugu.
in our area, we were all surrounded by like Tamil, like the nearest area over here, like it was Mahavatar Narasimha, but it was a different, it was like a different language like Tamil.
Oh, okay.
Since
Yeah.
over like
Yeah, I know. Initially, they did not release in all languages. They released mostly in Telugu, large places, and then Hindi, and then slowly Tamil and other languages also came up. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, kids. Thank you for joining. Actually, I'm thinking we will do a poll in the group. You guys wanted classes this week or not? Please vote a poll there because I saw today there were less strength in the beginning and still there were less only. At the end, we had 9 kids, but then Keshav and Janavi joined in different devices. That's why we had got 9 kids. So if you
mostly
guys wanted this week classes or not because of the festival, if you guys are busy, we can pause the sessions from tomorrow and we'll start the sessions next week because give some gap. Maybe you guys are going evening outside to the temple or some other engagements. Let us know.
I think I'm like free on Tuesday since tomorrow like I still have my Abacus class, Mataji.
But
Like
you were not joining this week last week whole week I did not see you.
yes, Mataji, since like I was over here on Thursday I was free, Mataji. But like I had my swimming class. Now I'm going to swimming classes these days, right, Mataji?
Oh, okay, fine. Anyway, we will try to make a poll on the group.
Mataji, I know
Please
that.
answer there. I will be doing this poll on our regular group for our regular kids. So please answer there if you will be able to attend the class. At least we want, 5, 6 kids at least to say the class, right? Forget about Vrinda and Janavi. A part of Vrinda and Janavi, at least another 2, 3 kids are joining, or 5 kids are joining. We can continue the classes. Otherwise, we'll give this gap for 2, 3 days. After the festival, we'll start again classes. So let us know. We will do that poll in the group. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Bye bye.
Hare Krishna Madhav. Bye bye.
Mataji.